All right, let's get started. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to some who's across the country. My name is Mervin Weah, and I serve as a sales director here with Glue Up. Super excited to have everyone here on this call. The topic is going to be in regards to proving the value of chambers of commerce. And I'm sure that everyone on this call truly understands the value on Chamber of Commerce, but want to get and share a better understanding as to where we see the value, and then at the same time, kind of direct the focus as to how GlueUp is assisting those chambers when it comes to managing and providing those value pieces. So what I'm going to do first is we're going to start off first with a little PowerPoint deck, and then we're going to lead right into the tools that are being utilized to assist those chambers of commerce as well. So let's start off first here. So the first thing that we're going to do again is kind of evaluate and understand what the topic is, proving the value of chambers of commerce. And as you see here, how does GlueUp help those chambers thrive in the digital era? And how are we constantly empowering those connections and strengthening those communities? The role of the Chamber of Commerce, as you know, you're the heartbeat. Chamber of Commerce are literally the heartbeat of those local economies. You are literally the ones that advocate, that empower, that fight, that help collaboration, that helps them prosper. These local businesses need you, and they truly see the value within everything that you do. We do understand that with the chambers, the whole thing about Chamber of Commerce are, as we stated, you are the true voice, right? You help when it comes to uniting, you help when it comes to driving, delivering, advocating. You are truly the heartbeat and the success to a lot of these local businesses as well. As we discussed with uniting these local businesses and empowering those businesses as well too, you bring together them as well. So a lot of different businesses like to stick to their own heartbeat, their footsteps, and they need someone that's going to be that rope or going to be that collaborator. And this is some of the things that Chamber of Commerce is served as, right? You foster and collaborate those relationships. You bring different partnerships in from different areas. You also serve as that trusted network and that trusted advisor as well when it comes to strengthening these local businesses. At that same time, you also assist in driving economic development. A lot of local businesses or even other organizations that are part of your chambers have began to thrive. Why? Because they serve and they live within your directory. They live within your ecosystem. So the work that you do is what empowers and assists and helps them. That is one of the reasons why a number of these wonderful businesses are very adamant in joining their local chamber of commerce because they understand the reach that you have is truly important to their success. As we discussed with advocating for these different businesses, there are different individuals that have a better opportunity to chat with those local politicians, maybe the mayor, maybe the councilman or council lady, whatever the case is. And these chambers, your chamber has that. You also engage with those policymakers as well. You are the voice to the voiceless. You're the hope to the hopeless. And that is exactly why the Chamber of Commerce's matter so much. As we talked about driving those economic development areas there, you also attract investments, right? Everyone sees that there is true value when you're working with Chamber of Commerce, and you also help promote their business with visibility. Within your directory, they're able now to search and find everything that they need right then and there. With that, it's simple, easy for them, and they're super excited to be a part of your Chamber of Commerce. Now, the big question is, how does GlueUp assist in this? Right? How? What is GlueUp doing currently right now to be that pillar to assist and help out these local chamber of commerces that helps them be able to drive and continue to provide those true values to those local members? So a couple things that you're able to do and see with GlueUp, we're able to assist and help your members see real returns through networking, education, and exposure, right? Because you're having a tool that's going to be able to be utilized, that's going to provide real-time information. At the same time, it assists and helps out when it provides clear data, making it transparent for reporting purposes, and also being able to see the engagement for higher retention. Couple things to note. GlueUp does empower over 50 chambers in 70 different countries. So we are a global organization that is located in 6 different continents. So these are some of our partners here that we do serve, and we continue to help on an everyday basis. Some of the ways that Glue makes the lives easier for chambers is that we also manage your engagement in one solid area. So we've built an area where you're able to have your CRM, your emails, your finance, your analytics, even 2 mobile apps in one solid place. And also you're able to engage, retain, and grow that member-based community of yours. We are here for you. So what we're trying to do is help you say goodbye to your old ways and say hello to the new way. So you're saying goodbye to tedious admin tasks, delay in processing applications, email overload, generic communication. So instead, what have we done? We've assisted and helped you out with those automatic renewals, those invoices created, branded event pages, confirmations, reminders, having smart dynamic lists in our system, and even enable working groups such as committees and private spaces that you're able to have with our community engagement tool. What you're seeing on the screen is an easy way to create a form. So now you're able to create forms with your own mandatory fields that you designate and you do feel that you need as well. So with our system, it's very simple, very easy. Choose the different questions that you do want, make it a mandatory field that you need them to fill that out, or make it a choice if they do want to or don't want to. What that will do is live within their profile. This is from a corporate level to an individual sponsor level. You have that ability to track all this engagement within the GlueUp platform. Also, at the same time, recruiting new members, how does GlueUp help elevate chambers? So what we're doing is we're helping you modernize and elevate. So not just with the proper tool, but with the proper engagement. So help you engage, manage, and grow that community of yours, also by reducing administrative complexities. So that means having something right there that solidifies, hey, this is where our CRM data is. This is where our member data is. Here's the communication that's going out. We're not having to do manual work and repetitive work as well. At the same time, it's going to make the experience that much more seamless for you. Also, when it comes to streamlining the billing and event engagement, just in seeing all that onto your dashboard as well. Also, just to note here, if anyone does have any questions, please feel free to type it into the chat. At the end of the presentation, I will take time to answer any questions that you do have as well. So now we're talking about the heart of your data, right? How do we build these relations and track your engagement? So what GlueUp is doing for you is we're also allowing you to see the real-time data within the records of the corporate company or the individuals. Right. So now you're going to be able to see all the activities. You're going to be able to see all their engagement. You're also able to track everything that's going on in one solid place. When I talk about saving time, energy, and effort through one dynamic area, this is what makes GlueUp that tool for success. By helping strengthen your member relationship, we've automated this process. So now you have a 5-step process to automating the experience for that new member or the current members. So your member application, we talked about the form earlier, where you get to customize those fields that you do want and make it mandatory or non-mandatory. The moment that person fills that out, it then will go right to the payment and invoicing section. With our tool, there is a payment link that will then be automatically issued to that person or the company, etc., and they can make that payment right then and there. The way that GlueUp works as well, you can have pauses in between those different steps. So you can have an approval process. Some chambers, they have an approval process in order to ensure from different membership types or membership levels for them to push them out. We have that with the GlueUp platform. When it comes to the membership value or where the journey begins, you can have specialized email campaigns, specialized events, and that thing we call community, which will be your private, public, or hidden group area where they're able to engage, collaborate, and connect. This also serves as a file repository. So now you'll have a section that shows true benefits. If your members want to have an area where it has different files, where they can engage, where they connect, where they can maybe socialize, this can all be done in the GlueUp platform. With the expiration alerts and renewal reminders, you no longer have to manually push this out because when you set it, you forget it. In GlueUp platform, this can be set up there and you no longer have to worry about it. And it also will remind the persons and it will automatically understand if the person falls out and doesn't need to be reminded as well. Then last but not least, the renewal side, where you just continue to grow and show why you are the best chamber around the nation. Your CRM, as we talked about, is your database where it's going to house all the information you do need here. But if you want to increase efficiency and revenue, your events serves as a great way to do so in the Glue Up platform. The way Glue Up platform works, there's over 10 different templates that you're able to utilize when you're customizing these events. Every event has its own way of managing the statistics, managing the communication, the engagements. Statistics are right there on your main dashboard. Also, everyone has a microsite. So if you're hosting, let's say 200 events, every event will have its own microsite created through the Google platform. You create that once, it then gets published onto your current website. It gets published onto that app that I talked about as well too. So you don't have to post it multiple places. You send it once or post it once, and then it goes wherever it needs to go. This is also social media shareable. So through one click of a button, you can share this onto your social media, saving you again time, energy, and effort. Again, we truly understand the importance of what chambers go through. So again, time is truly money. With your email campaigns, again, you can set up nice, wonderful email campaigns. You can segment this, having utilizing smart lists. At the same time, tag, merge, use forms, create this. It also ensures with brand consistency as well. Even with email analytics, open rate, click rate, bounce rate, all this can be seen right through the Google platform. So again, it ensures connectivity, it ensures engagement, and it also lets you know, is this campaign something that we want to constantly send out or send not out? When your member logs in, they have an engagement hub where they're able to see their portal. This is truly beneficial for a lot of different chambers because members want to see value, saying, hey, what do I get when I buy or purchase this membership? They can log in here and they can see one, live feed that's going on, two, their digital business card, three, their membership start date, end date, four, the upcoming events, and then on the far left side, it has a number of different toggles there. So from their wallet to committees, subscriptions, their membership, events, and the directory. Directory is another area that truly lets Chambers stand out more than anyone else. And we'll talk about that a little later as well. How it works as well here. We have two apps that's baseline the moment that you join the GlueUp platform. So one is called Manager app, one is called the Member app. From the manager standpoint, you can see real-time statistics right from here. So event statistics, if someone registers, if someone didn't register, you can add them and register, approve, and take payments from the app. Next, you have a campaign statistics, open rate, click rate, bounce rate. I can see all that right from the app. Last, membership. So because there's different stages within the membership, if you have to do an approval, if you have to decline, if you have to accept payments, all that can be done right from the app. Again, we found a way to truly assist in the time, energy, and effort that you, the wonderful chambers, are going through on a constant basis. From a member perspective, there's an app called MyGlue. With MyGlue, this will be the area where they also see value. Personal QR codes, push notifications, attendee to attendee chat if they're attending an event. They can even exchange digital business card. And then for a premium, if you want your logo to be branded in the App Store, Google Store, or Android, you can white label and have your logo, your brand, your color in the App Store. If not, it still works wonderfully well. Why? Because it says MyGlue, and when they log in, it has your content and your information right then and there. Last couple pieces as well too. With Glue Up, how it works, you have your own dashboard in which you're able to modify. The great thing about the dashboard piece is it does not matter whether you have 15 staff members or not. If someone modifies their dashboard, it does not affect your dashboard. Right? You have your own dashboard, they have their own dashboard, and with something called roles and permissions, you can assign permissions based on the role. So maybe I may be the communications person, but you don't want me to see finance. As an admin, you can designate what power I do or don't have through the Google platform. And then again, as you see it through the dashboard, real-time information right then and there for you, and it looks very modern as well. GlueUp does also create nice, wonderful SEO optimized websites. So if you're looking for a website, GlueUp can create a website for you. If you're curious and you're asking, hey, what platform does GlueUp create websites from? Is Drupal. Drupal. We do have website widgets that can plug into any other website you have. So if you're using WordPress right now, we do have website widgets that can plug in to your current website. So you don't have to use a GlueUp branded created website. You can still have your own website, and we do have the ability to use our widgets to plug into there. But some of the features that we have with our website that works super well, the ability to create job boards, the ability to have a job board set up where your members post or you post, the ability to have pop-ups. So if you want to have different pop-ups, you can have that as well. And then multi-language support, as we talked about, and mobile design friendly as well. Couple things before we jump into the platform that I want you to know. GlueUp is not just a tool, right? It's also I like to say, a lifestyle, right? Because again, it saves you time, energy, effort, but it also is the digital background, right? It helps chambers thrive, help you grow by also demonstrating that, hey, we are here for you and we understand what your needs are. And truly, we're going to strengthen your connections. We're going to streamline your operations at the same time while improve and expanding the value. So this is what GlueUp's all about. But what I do want to do from here is kind of showcase what the platform looks like. And here is a little bit about GlueUp. This would be your back end here. So we talked about having a nice, modern, attractive tool that's going to provide and give you all the information that you need. So here, as you see in the centralized area, true information right then and there. Now, as a chamber, couple things that I truly care about is going to always be the membership area. So if I want to see information on the membership, I can either modify my dashboard, scroll down to information that has to do with membership, click on the different widgets there, save it, and I'm good to go. Or if I already have it clicked in, all I have to do is click out, scroll down, find that information right then and there. It talks about your active members, new members, health check, etc. All this can be seen right onto your dashboard right here through GlueUp. As far as GlueUp, one big thing that we talk about is our support. GlueUp has probably one of the top of the line supports because we are here for you and we work with you. So one thing you'll note is you'll see this I button. I button short for I will help you. We have something called the Academy. So this is an LMS style module tool that we have there for you and your staff and your team, as over 160 online on-demand articles that you can go over at your own self-pace. Next, you have the help desk side here, where you can put the subject, put the description, send it, we then respond. And if not, as well too, you have help desk articles at the same time too, where you then can request assistance. And last but not least, we have the AI button here. The AI button also serves as another easy way to get assistance. And if that's not enough, you have a dedicated customer success manager. So your customer success manager is going to be right there to help you get from the finish line to that next line that you're going to. We're always here to assist and help out our partners. In going so more assistance, some of the features that GlueUp has that helps you, the chamber, continue to be the best chamber that you need to be is going to be analytics. So now you want to understand and see real-time analytics of everything that's going on with your non-members, your current members, and maybe your individual members. You can track all this in real time through GlueUp's membership engagement scorecard. What that does, it gives you a point system based on what they've done and what they've joined as well. We also discussed and said, hey, there needs to be a solid area that allows your members to engage, collaborate, communicate. That's where the communities feature comes into play here. If you see here, there's community insights. So it also dials down and tells you which group or which community has been active and been engaging. You can filter through specific groups or communities that you do want to, and it tells you in real time those answers that you're looking for right from the top here as well. Diving into one of the actual communities itself there, you're going to see exactly what makes GlueUp stand out more than any other software tool that you know. So when I'm looking at this as a community leader, as a chamber leader, I need a centralized area where maybe this can serve as an area for help and assistance. We've created this for the persons. They can engage right through here, collaborate. And I talked about having files that made ready or available for certain members, membership types, etc. This will be the area you can store all those files. One thing to note as well, if you're thinking, what about from membership levels? Is there a possible way that we can say, all right, this membership group has the benefit or the value to be able to be a part of this community or not? Absolutely, you can do that with the Glue Up platform. We've made it set up in a way that this can be set up by different membership types, membership levels, etc., that has access into these different areas or groups as well. From a group standpoint, if I'm looking for the group there, I can see all the groups that I've joined, and then at the same time, it allows me to visit those groups, etc. One big area that you have as an admin is you have the ability to turn off comments or even remove posts. So again, what Gloop's done for you is not just save you time, energy, and effort, but allows you to put this blockade on what other individuals are doing. And then worst come to worst, if someone or persons are having conversations you do not want, you do have the ability to ban them as well. So add a note, ban them, and if you do ban them, you can unban them later on as well. Going back into the Glue Up platform here, we do have the area that we talked about where we said, hey, how do we help you grow? How do we help you understand what you're doing? You have an invoice finance section as well too, where you're going to be able to track and see all the invoices that are open, overdue. Citra helps you out through here as well. The filtration side is what allows you to dive down to specific areas. I talked about this earlier that GlueUp creates a thing called Smart List. So if I say to myself, I want to create a visible area for all my paid members because I want to send them a message saying, hey, thank you so much for constantly paying. We can create this smart list, title it, and then all that will live right here within your smart list section. And there's no limit to the amount of smart lists you can do or make within GlueUp as well. From a membership standpoint, it shows different areas as well and say, hey, here's my different membership levels that I do have. Here's some of the features that I'm able to see here. Their active membership, different tiers, awaiting approval, etc. I can track all that as well through my tool and system. This thing that you see here called installment payments is huge. If you have sponsors, a lot of times this happens on a regular basis. Your sponsors will maybe say, hey, we're going to give you $100,000, but then in reality, they cannot pay that upfront. We've created a installment payment feature where now you can break down the payments for the person. You can break it down monthly, 6 months, 12 months, etc. This can all happen through Glue Up platform. So another true benefit that was created for Chambers and Chambers to be successful in everything that they do. Through the workflow, we have a workflow manager where now, as I talked about, if you don't have an automatic approval process, you can track and see exactly what stage they're in. And the great thing about this is, let's just say that someone's paying via check, right? So if they're paying via check, you need to approve. And then at the same time, you need to add their payment method in here. You can now do that through one click of a button, choose that method that they're making payment because we do also accept ACH, credit card, check, bank transfer, etc. through here. You can enter that right through here, and that validates that person and pushes them over to become that member as you desire or want. Continue to move forward through the GlueUp platform, the dashboard when it comes to campaigns. You're going to also be able to see the open rate, as I said, click rate, the bounce rate created through the GlueUp platform. So just as one campaign created through our platform, this is one campaign created through here. Nice, attractive campaign created through our platform. We also utilize and have the ability so you can use HTML as well. So if you use HTML, you create it maybe off of Canva and you want to upload that into the GlueUp campaign system, it can update and modernize in real time. The way that our campaign feature is set up, it is set up in a way that you can click, open, create, etc. through our platform. And I'll show you exactly what I mean by that. When you're into your campaign feature, you're going to be able to choose those recipients. You're going to then be able to choose that setting that you're looking for. Because in our system, we have the ability to have unlimited templates, you can create your templates. But if you're looking more so and say, hey, what if I want a WYSIWYG style of creating my campaign? This is exactly how you're able to do that right through Google Platform. And now when it comes to saying, hey, I may want a way to design it with the colors, the font, etc., all that can be done right through the Glue Up platform right here as well. So again, we really make this easy for you and your admin because yes, members truly matter, but you know what matters as well is the peace of mind knowing that, hey, I have a tool that truly can assist and help me out when I'm utilizing this system. In doing so, you also can create nice surveys. So if you previously were using SurveyMonkey, you don't have to use SurveyMonkey anymore. Through the GlueUp platform, you can create nice, wonderful surveys, send it, receive real-time feedback, and it just assists and helps you out in real time. What we've also seen is that events a lot of times is where the money comes, right? Besides the membership, what's another way for you to truly retain and gain a lot of money? Events is that piece there. So Group has created a nice, wonderful, easy to use event module. So simple and very common like what we showed in the PowerPoint slide deck. This is our event module here. Draft current upcoming, create that wonderful event. And when you're creating an event, this is somewhat what it kind of looks like there as well. So we're going to go over to one of our past events. You can duplicate any event that you do create there, so you don't have to go back and recreate the entire feel of it. But if I'm going into one of my events here, I click onto the event. As I stated previously, every event will have its own microsite. So now it has its own creation. It gives you another dashboard of that event alone, the profit and loss report. If you've issued out a survey, it tells you from a configuration standpoint, is this event ready to be posted? It tells me a highlight from an activity engagement timeline, tasks that we can assign to one another, which I will talk about as well, and event page views. How many times did someone click onto that event page? So it's very amazing when it comes to give you information that you truly need. On the left side, we've created a five-step process when it comes to creating your wonderful events here. Again, makes it super simple for you, all right? You have a five-step process and it has everything that you need, all the way from a area where you can use the AI tool for general settings, for your topics, your description, to creating that ticket item saying, hey, I want to have different ticket items and different tickets, etc. through here. You can create that, add discount codes and add-on features as well to your content area. And if I say, hey, I want a specialized content area for my sponsors, my exhibitors, this tool can do all that for you. And if you're needing to see what that event looks like from the desktop, the tablet, or the app alone, this allows you to see that right here before you go through the multiple different templates that you have as well. We do allow you to promote this event as well, as I talked about via your social media or via the campaign side. You can make that happen in real time. And then from a managing perspective, the on-site toolkit, you have the ability to use a kiosk with a tablet, utilize a standard check-in or the app as well. And we also have the finance tool. Your finance tool will let you know, did someone make a payment? Did someone not pay, etc. And it pulls that real-time data. And then last but not least, a survey piece. Your surveys can be issued or sent out prior to the event and even 7 days post that event. You can choose the increments of a day in between as well. So again, the GlueUp platform truly assists and helps to make your lives that much more easier when it comes to managing your events. And at the same time, if I did not mention it, there is an event app. So not just a member app, not just a manager app, but an event app specifically. If someone registers to attend the event, they can download the app just for that event as well. So from a CRM perspective, now you're diving into your CRM. We talked about having a nice dashboard, but if you want to dive into that company, because with you, the chamber, you're managing the companies, the corporate members, you have to have a way of pulling real-time data and information in a solid area. Couple things for you to note is with our system, whenever you see the add or import, you can import anything via CSV or Excel. So if you're wondering, how do I pull my data from my current system into the Google platform? If you can fit it on a CSV or Excel, it can be imported into Google Platform. We do have a gear section that allows you to manage, configure, but bottom arrow for pulling reports. And then again, like we talked about, filtering anything or any list that you do want to see. But when you're diving and searching at an actual record, just so you have a full understanding of what exactly promotes or what exactly makes this record, the record itself there, you dive on into the actual contact itself there. And then when it loads up, what it does show you is the exact information that belongs to that contact. And when you're diving into that contact, some of the things that you will have the ability to see is of such. You're seeing their profile information. Again, everything that they did fill out in the application form. And again, as you can see, some of these questions are customized, all right, from the year they were founded to the association and district, all the way to the promo of or for the chambers. Again, you get to customize, and all this information does live within this profile of that organization. It does give you information in regards to billing, if they've updated their data history, their memberships, their contact records as well too. So if I want to understand, see, hey, how many different individuals are associated with this company? All I have to do is click on contacts. It's going to load up and it's going to show me their list of everyone that is associated with that company. And if you're curious and you're wondering, hey, can we make a limit to the amount of individuals? Your choice, your voice. You can design this the way that you want it. So as you see here, here are the different lists of contacts to the company. You can see that in real time. There's even an engagement metrics, and the engagement metric kind of serves like a report card. So now you're able to see and say, hey, wait a minute, how engaged has this company been and how not engaged have they been? It's going to show you and it's going to highlight all the information in real time right when you look at the engagement metrics. What we've seen is with a number of our partners, this has been truly valuable. This, the analytics and the community engagement side, because it tells all the questions and answers everything that you have there. So just taking a look at this right now, I can see when did their first membership start, 2022. I can see how many active members they have and how many total contacts they have as well. Then when we're looking at a contact engagement, I can see who between them has been the most engaged. It also renders and showcases all the different payments that's been made from the organization this year and all the way to a lifetime membership as well. So we can see that, hey, they've paid over $124,000. So everything tells and showcase their sponsors, if they've exhibited, you can see all the information in real time as well. Other final areas that you're able to see through here. Again, we can assign tasks to others and others can assign tasks to you. So almost like a project management, and this is for your internal team. So now, again, efficiency. So we've talked about saving money. We talked about showing value to your members, but how do we become even more efficient through here? We can assign a task to others and others will see those tasks has been assigned. This can also show up within their email, the app, or the platform. So you choose the importance, you choose the priority, choose the date, choose the time, choose the who, and then add some notes in there, and then you're good to go. What GlueUp does have is an engagement and connections with the Outlook integration. So you can even have individual emails connected with the Outlook side of GlueUp's platform. Going to a couple things integration wise, we do integrate with QuickBooks, we do integrate with Zoom, we do have an integration with Xero, Sage, Cvent, and as I stated previously, Outlook and Google Analytics. And this is just some of the engagements and connection that GlueUp has. And we'll continue to grow and show our partners that, hey, we're here for you and we will grow with you as well. Some of the things you see organizational settings is just going to be things that makes your life easier from a foundation setup. Roles and permissions. We talked about unlimited fields, having blueprints and design, kind of setting this and forgetting this, and then managing the unlimited amount of membership types that you're able to have from an individual to a corporate side here, tiered, untiered, dollar amount. One thing that I do want to talk about here, which is pretty important and a feature that was created specifically for the chambers. So not just from a duration standpoint, not just from an automatic recurring payment, we've also created something called member trial period, membership trial period. So now from a member trial period, what you're able to do is if you have these local businesses that are kind of curious and they say, you know what, we've heard a lot of great things about you, but we want to join, but we're not too sure. Offer them trial membership. Tell them, hey, try it out for whatever amount of days that you choose. And then from there, they can see the true value. And then you can push them over to actually being a member if they've seen value or they've succeeded those X amount of days that you've made possible for them. So it's another amazing way to show true value to your members. We talked about again through a workflow area here where you can have different workflows from an approval process, non-approval process, workflow, grace period, etc. All this can be done from the GlueUp platform. And again, this is truly why we found ourselves being the true master of chambers. Now, taking a look at the member portal when they log in and saying, hey, what do they see when they log in? This is exactly what they're seeing. Kind of exactly what was seen on the PowerPoint deck. They're seeing a nice, wonderful Facebook-like LinkedIn area where they see real-time data and information. The thing that we did not discuss is from the connections. If I've connected with you, I can scan your QR code with the app, and now I can see exactly who I've connected with. Makes it super seamless and easy. You can even send direct messaging to individuals. Again, from a member experience side there, this shows them value. Any notification they see, they get up here. Again, we have their wallet where they can see all transactions that's ever been made, and I can even see a historical version. So this is awesome. If I said to myself, hey, I've been a member since 2023, and I would love to see my first invoice that I've done with the chamber itself, I can find this myself, and I do not have to ask you, the chamber leaders. So again, super seamless for that person, all the way if they want to join a committee, if they want to subscribe for newsletters, understand their membership, see upcoming events or events they registered for. I can check right through here and see that. As you see, we've done modern things where you can add even gifts to your events, kind of make it look nice and approachable. So you can do that through Google platform. But your directory, which will be serving for your members again, you can use different filters as either questions, etc. Now, your filters, they derive from when you create that application. Whatever field you create in the application can be utilized as a filter. So if one of the questions are, were you a former president, chamber president, etc., that can be then utilized as a filter. Another thing that you can see here where it says featured companies, we do have the ability to have featured members. What this does is really awesome for maybe sponsors. It unalphabetized puts them above the entire list that you do have. So this is another revenue builder for organizations of such. Besides sponsorship, besides the member app here, put them above everyone in the directory. This shows true value to them as well. We did talk about the community as well earlier. So again, these are true areas that provide value and it just makes the lives easier of you, the chamber leader. One other area that I do want to showcase and highlight, as we talked about, is the website. This is a wonderful website that we created for our partner here, Russellville Chamber of Commerce. So again, Global can do nice, wonderful things, having nice modern look and feel, having the area where they have their latest news, upcoming events, areas that just showcase their directory, even a join now section and talking again about the latest news. And if you're kind of curious and say, hey, where does the events live for that person if they want to? It's going to be something similar to here. They'll find their section here where they want to join the chamber or find chamber events, clicking onto the event there, and it does load right into that microsite that was created through the Google platform, as we stated here as well. Good thing about this stuff here, again, this is creatable through the platform. You don't have to create this and then paste it. Once you create it and post it in the Google platform, it will automatically load onto the app and onto the Google website as well. We talked about how easy it is to add something to your social media, and let's show you really quickly. So I'm going to hit onto the LinkedIn portion here. What it then will do is load up my LinkedIn, and then what's going to do is render that push of that button, and then it's going to add that right onto my next LinkedIn post or LinkedIn message that I am trying to put out in real time. So as you see here, it just loaded here, and now it has an image, and I then can type the best, post it, and it's good to go. Again, we found a simple, easy way to make the live super easy for not just you, but also your members to search and find where the information is. And last but not least, you can have it set up to a point where members are able to post events and you can then approve or decline at the same time. So in a nutshell, this truly is what Gloop's all about. And we truly believe that this is going to be what makes, improves, and showcases the value to chambers all across the globe. So what I would love to do is open the floor for any question you do have and answer them as well. Okay. Just looking at the question here. One of the questions is, you spoke about customer support. Um, how easy is it to get in contact with the customer success manager? It's actually pretty easy. One of the things I wanted to note and add as well too, so we do have support@gloop.com. That's a quick, easy way. But we do set up from up to 2 hours monthly where you're able to set up if you have questions with your customer success manager to engage, collaborate, connect with them. And we do have help desks as well too. So our help desk team, because we're a global organization, is there to answer any questions that you do have as well. Let's see other questions as well. In regards if Oh, I see the implementation question. So in regards to implementation with GlueUp, it takes around 60 to 90 days to implement to get you up, live, and running. That is done by our implementation team. So we have multiple different teams within GlueUp, your customer success team, implementation team, sales team, finance team, etc. So we have different teams that specialize in those areas. And you would have a dedicated implementation manager that works specifically to get you up, live, and running. Okay. Payment processor. So our payment processor is called PayGage, PayGage, PayGage. We do have alternative as well, such as Stripe and PayPal, but PayGage is our native payment processing tool that we do utilize. And the good thing about PayGage is that the fees are flat rate. So whether you're using Amex, MasterCard, Visa, etc., flat rate across the board. Okay. Let's see other questions that you do have here as well. All right. Um, what makes Glue Up the best software? Okay. The thing that makes Glue Up the tool that we are is, again, we truly listen to our partners. All right. The tools that we create on a constant basis, the tools that we're constantly developing is the voice of you. You're telling us what you're looking for, or as we identify the needs, we're constantly creating this. In fact, another area that I did not speak about as well, we have this area where it does the hygiene, data hygiene. So now every 2 weeks, via AI is able to locate and look through your CRM if it sees any duplicates. So now if you have any duplicates within your system, every 2 weeks, it's going to identify that. And then all you have to do is push one button, and then it either is going to merge based on your choice, or it's going to remove the duplicate itself there. So that's something that we saw the need of by hearing our partners. All right. Yes, we have the ability to merge content, but what about adding AI to that? What about adding a area or a feature that then identifies this for you, and then it automatically notifies you, and now you just have to push one button. So that's some of the things that really makes GlueUp stand out. And as I said previously, the community engagement, where now you have a centralized area for your members to not just engage, collaborate, connect, even for boards. So for your board, instead of having to use Slack or Team, you can utilize the community engagement area, make it private or make it hidden. No one sees it exists. Upload your files, upload your documents, have your engagement in chats, and it tracks everything in one solid area right then and there. And then last but not least, another thing that really makes GlueUp who GlueUp is that we're privately owned. All right. So we're not owned by investors, etc. Our CEO headquartered here in Washington, D.C. So again, we're here for you. You don't have to worry about, are we here today and gone tomorrow? No, we're here for you, and we'll continue to serve you and your members as well. So that's the thing. We understand the needs of you, but even understands your members as well. Okay. Let's see. Any other questions? Any other questions? Do not hesitate. Okay. Another thing as well, if you are interested and wants to book a later demo or more in-depth demo so that I can answer any additional questions, definitely feel free to book with me. My email address, first I'll give my email address. My email address is Mervin, MERVIN dot WHEA at glueup.com. Send me an email. You can request a demonstration or more information. I can do that for you. Or at the same time, too, we're going to send a follow-up email. There will be a link there where you can book a more informed demonstration. We'd love to be able to chat with you. We'd love to be able to serve you, and we'd love to have you join the GlueUp family. If there are no other questions, I would love to thank you all for joining me on this call here. Again, hopefully this is truly and was truly informative to you on how GlueUp can truly provide not just information to you, but provide value to not just you, the chamber, but your members as well. Thank you all so much for your time, and I want to wish you a wonderful rest of your day, a wonderful weekend, and happy early Halloween. Bye-bye.